The sun ain't even thinking about the horizon line. This diesel's humming another long shift of mine. Got 100 miles of coffee and a two-way radio crackle. Ain't about getting rich, just winning the battle. They say a burden chosen is felt less, that's true. This wheel in my hands is the one I chose to lose. 'Cause the road is my reward, the miles are my own. Happiness ain't a destination you're shown. It's in the hum of the tires on the asphalt seam. For a hard-working man, it's a waking dream. Yeah, a man's worth is his work, that's the ancient creed. From the cowboy saddle to the driver's lead. I've seen the ranch hands as the morning frost gets beat by the rhythm of a gallop and the hard-working feet. Feed a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, that's the rule. But give him a ranch to 10, he'll never be nobody's fool. There's pride in the callous, a truth in the sweat. In a job well done, ain't no room for regret. 'Cause the road is my reward, the miles are my own. Happiness ain't a destination you're shown. It's in the hum of the tires on the asphalt seam. For a hard-working man, it's a waking dream. Yeah, a man's worth is his work, that's the ancient creed. From the cowboy saddle to the driver's lead. Now some folks chase a dollar, some chase a fancy high-rise view. But my sky's a big old blanket, stitched in black and midnight blue. All work and no play, well that might make Jack dull, it's said. But my work is my play on this highway thread. It's in the hum of the tires on the asphalt seam. For a hard-working man, it's a waking dream. Yeah, a man's worth is his work, that's the ancient creed. From the cowboy saddle to the driver's lead. Yeah, the gods help them that help themselves. So you keep on loading, driving, fixing, building. Keep your hands busy and your conscience clear. This ain't just a living, this is a life. And it's a good one. This land wasn't built by a whisper or a wish. It was built on the sweat of a hungry man's dish, by the driver who wrestles the midnight mile down, by the farmer who turns our fallow ground. It's a quiet religion, a steadfast command to honor the work of the calloused hand. And the proverb says, leave the wood pile higher than you found it, for the next in line who'll need to stand upon it. That's the bargain we make with the dirt and the dawn. We work not for glory, but for the world moving on, for the driver's son, for the rancher's daughter, in the well-used timber and the living water. I see you in the warehouses under fluorescent light. I see you on the rigs fighting the endless fight. The early bird gets the worm, but that ain't the whole truth. It's the consistent heart in age or in youth. It's showing up broken, but showing up still, and finding the grace in a tough job's grind. And the proverb says, leave the wood pile higher than you found it, for the next in line who'll need to stand upon it. That's the bargain we make with the dirt and the dawn. We work not for glory, but for the world moving on, for the driver's son, for the rancher's daughter, in the well-used timber and the living water. They won't always know your name in the history books of time, just the strength of the bridge you built, the straightness of the line. But a job well done echoes in the forever scheme. It's the current and the river, the heart of the dream. It's the highest form of happiness, to build and to provide, to look at what you've made with honest pride. For the next in line who'll need to stand upon it. That's the bargain we make with the dirt and the dawn. We work not for glory, but for the world moving on. For the driver's son,
heart that aches for every mile logged. You are not just making a living, you are making a life. You are making a future, and that is the greatest profession of all.
The pre-dawn gray finds old Bill Hawkins on I-40 West. A thermos of black coffee, putting his wakefulness to the test. He's hauling Georgia lumber to a depot down in New Mexico. Says an honest day's work for an honest day's pay is all he needs to know. And that dashboard sunrise, a reward in gold and red, beats any fancy painting on a rich man's wall instead. It's the sweat upon your temple when the morning's work is through. That an hour before sunrise is worth till afternoon. It's the satisfaction in your bones, the quiet of the night, that comes from earning your rest in an honest day's life. Now Marianne Turner's got a green thumb and a 5-acre plot. She grows the sweetest strawberries this side of a blessed lot. She's bent among the runners with the sun upon her neck. You reap just what you sow, she says, and you gotta give respect. And selling them at market, seeing folks enjoy her care, that's a kind of happiness you can't find anywhere. It's the sweat upon your temple when the morning's work is through. That an hour before sunrise is worth till afternoon. It's the satisfaction in your bones, the quiet of the night, that comes from earning your rest in an honest day's life. I knew a carpenter named Joe who could make the stubborn wood behave. He said if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing right, was the lesson that his daddy gave. He didn't build for glory, he built for the long-term stand, leaving something solid for the next pair of hands. It's the sweat upon your temple when the morning's work is through. Yeah, an hour before sunrise is worth till afternoon. It's the satisfaction in your bones, the quiet of the night, that comes from earning your rest in an honest day's life. Old sayings become old sayings for a reason, they're true. There's no shortcut to a place worth going. So work hard, sleep deep, and take pride in what you've done. That's the real fortune. shift is calling, the foreman gives a shout, but there's a smile upon my face as I get my business out. Find a job you love, that's what my old man used to say, and you'll never work a day in your whole life away. This ain't a chore, it's a chance I get to take, to build my future with every move I make. 'Cause a happy heart makes a busy hand, and that's a gospel truth. From the greenest field to the factory's roof, there's a rhythm in the labor, a melody in the strain, a simple honest pleasure in the muscle and the brain. So let the world keep spinning, we're the grease on the wheel, and the happiness we earn, well, it's a very special feel. I see Sally on the line, she's packing up the bread with a quick joke and a laugh for all the folks she's fed. She says many hands make light work, and she's happy to be there, 'cause a friendly face and hard work is a powerful pair. It ain't about the title, it's about the part you play in getting through the hustle of another busy day. 'Cause a happy heart makes a busy hand, and that's a gospel truth. From the greenest field to the factory's roof, there's a rhythm in the labor, a melody in the strain, a simple honest pleasure in the muscle and the brain. So let the world keep spinning, we're the grease on the wheel, and the happiness we earn, well, it's a very special feel. When the sun is high and your energy is low, just remember, no rain, no flowers grow. The toughest part is what makes the rest so sweet. That moment of accomplished can't be beat. Cause a happy heart makes a busy hand, and that's a gospel truth. From the greenest field to the factory's roof, there's a rhythm in the labor, a melody in the strain, a simple honest pleasure in the muscle and the brain. So let the world keep spinning, we're the grease on the wheel, and the happiness we earn, well, it's a very special feel. So here's to the doing, here's to the making, here's to the joy of a job well done. It's the best kind of happy there is.
Well, the sun hits the chrome and the diesel starts to crank. Got a fresh
game. I see you on the ranch cutting cattle through the dust, making $1 out of 15 cents with sheer will and trust.